Aloha, everyone. It's interesting how much pre-roll there is on the. Aloha, everyone. Okay, sounds okay. All right, welcome. Oh, we got some police outside. Let's see. Who do we have online? Everybody, welcome to our May 2019 Beginner Live Jam. We got Christina, who loves the Beginner Jam party. Holly in Kansas. Linda is with Sparkle. Is Sparkle a dog, I think, in wine country? Donna in Pacifica. Yeah, it's a warm day today here in San Francisco. Janice in South Lake Tahoe. Cecilia in Norway. Hello. Amy in Florida. Mari Cart in Australia. And we're working on Australia in September. I think there'll be Brisbane and Melbourne. Yeah. Mark in Mansfield. Ellen in Seattle. Carol in Billings. Les. First live jam. Yay! Okay. If anyone else is first jam, feel free to chat and say hello. And Les is in Boston. John is in England. Oh, Carol says, can't wait to meet you in person, Mark. I know, we've seen so much of Mark. It feels like we have already met, but we haven't. How crazy is that? Chipper, hello. Jenny. Walnut plus 400. Sandy in Idaho. Oh, Walnut Creek. That makes more sense, but I'm not exactly sure what the plus 400 is. Chris in LA, hello. Donald in Albuquerque. Yeah. Carol says Mud Night is less than a week away. That's the Mighty Uke Day Festival in Michigan, where I was able to headline last year, and then a lot of patrons came, and then some patrons helped organize. Can everybody hear me okay? I'll turn it up here. Help organize a patron meetup, and it was super fun. Cool. And they're going to, I won't be there this year, as I will be moving to Hawaii on Monday, and pretty far away from Michigan. But there's a number of patrons getting together at the Mighty Uke Day Festival. So if you are in the Midwest or close to Michigan, you could check that out. Hello, Kat in Healdsburg, or Kate, whichever you prefer. Okay. Oh, and this year Mo is going. Mo, all the way from the UK. How exciting. Okay. So, today we are working on Purple Rain. Hopefully everybody has downloaded the chord chart for Purple Rain, and the one that is specifically for today's lesson from the Patreon post. It is different than the one that's in the Uke Social packet, because that one was in B flat and this one is in C, and really actually it's easier for me to sing in C, so people might like it better. It only has 4 chords, which could be our very easy beginner chords, and then I have some optional chord variations there for those who want just a little bit more challenge. Although the strum provides plenty of challenge as well. Okay. Hi, welcome Jeff, I see you. So, how about, instead of playing through the whole thing, I'll just play through one verse, because most of it is similar. I'll play through one verse and chorus for you as a sample of what we're going to learn, and then we'll spend more time working on the strum. Yep. Okay, so the first verse. Yep. I'll start with the intro. 2, 3, 4. Sing it if you know it. I never meant to cause you any sorrow. I never meant to cause you any pain. I only wanted one time to see you laughing. I only wanted to see you laughing in the purple rain, purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. I only wanna see you bathing in the purple rain. I never wanted to be. Okay, so we'll just stop right there because the remaining verses and choruses are basically all the same. Okay, so feel free to shout out if anyone is a complete newbie out there. I recognize a lot of you, but I know some of you are new, and feel free to shout out if you're a complete newbie. We'll still treat this like it's a complete newbie lesson, right? Okay, so we're using our most basic chords to start. I'll introduce the optional chord variations in a minute, but let's just say we're only going to use the basic chords, our C, our A minor, our G, and our F. Right? Those are like I'm yours chords, stand by me chords, nice and easy chords, okay? So let's single strum through the verse just so that we can get familiar with the chord movement. Yep. Okay, so C. Right? I never meant to cause you any A minor sorrow. Alright, and these are kind of long measures in between chords. G. I never meant to cause you any pain. Okay, second line. I only wanted one time to see you laughing. Okay. Third line, we go to the G. I only wanted to see you laughing in the purple rain. Okay. Pretty straightforward. When we're on that third line and you have the G's in the brackets, we're splitting those measures, and essentially what we're doing is kind of changing up the strum there to build the energy, because we're building into the chorus, okay? Let's keep going just to get more familiar with chords, yeah? So let's go on the chorus. So we start with the singing, purple rain, F, right? Then we have another F. Purple rain, to the A minor. Purple rain, another G. Okay, now the second line of that chorus. I only want to see you bathing in the purple rain. Okay, so you might notice that there's an association between the second line of the chorus and the last line of the verse, that it's the same structure. So, so you can just make a mental note of that, and then when we play one, you can think of playing the other as well. Okay, so hi Susan, welcome. Okay, so let's take a look at our rock strum. Rock strum might be new for some of you. So Rock strum is essentially a mostly down strum. If we look at the second line here, the regular rock strum, right? We have over here, we have down, 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 up, okay? So it's just that half of that I would call the rock strum. And so what we're basically doing, to learn a strum, I like to lightly mute the strings. Yeah, that means with your left hand, you just touch the strings really lightly so that you can make a scratch, right? So a rock strum is essentially where you are emphasizing the downbeat, the one count, yeah? So if we counted 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and you're emphasizing the counts versus the ands. Does that make sense? So you go 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and versus on, say, I'm Yours or a more reggae song where you emphasize the and, the backbeat. Okay? So what that feels like, let's just try to get into the strum where we emphasize the count. So we go 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Yeah, so you can keep that going. You're strumming all the strings, but you're just strumming a little heavier on the counts. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Okay? If you're more of a beginner, you can stay there and play that for the whole song. You can go, I never meant to cause you any sorrow. Right? So you might notice that I'm rocking my head, right? That's part of the rock strum, the head bang. I never meant to cause you any pain. Actually, yeah, let's just try that on that first line of the verse. And this melody is kind of interesting because it's so conversational. You know, it's not really in a steady time. It's more him just kind of like poetically expressing himself. So, you know, you can express it however you like, right? But let's see if we can keep the count of it, right? So we're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, right, on each count. Okay, ready? So here we go. From the top, we go 1 and 2 and 3 and C and 1. I never meant to cause you, A minor, any sorrow. G down and down. I never meant to cause you any pain. Okay, so that's if we just focus on the down strums. If you're more of a beginner, focus there. You might notice that I write that there's an up, down, 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 up. Okay, so if we go back to muted strings, we were going 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Now after the 2 and, if you can, you add an up strum. And the reason why we do that is just to kind of, it's more of a rhythm marker so that you kind of keep track of where you are in the pattern of the rock strum. So you got your headbang going on, 1 and 2 and right? 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and let's slow that down. Okay, so if we go 1 and 2 and 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 so that can be fast when you're more of a beginner. The goal is to squeeze in that up strum, right, before the next down strum and not let it throw off the timing. If it is throwing off your timing, it's okay to skip it until it kind of becomes more natural. But something to consider is that your arm is already moving up. Now it's just about how you touch the strings. 1 and 2 and right? That, are you touching the strings? Or are you skipping the strings? right? It kind of helps to keep the phrase of the rock strum. So let's try that on the first verse, adding the chords, yeah? So we go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, C. I never meant to cause you any sorrow, and 2 and 1 and 2, G. I never meant to cause you any pain, and 2 and 1 and 2 and okay? Let me know how that's going so far. We could do that one more time, but feel free to comment, okay? Just see if you could find that up strum. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Here we go. C and 2 and I never meant to cause you any sorrow. 2 and 1 and 2 and G and 2 and never meant to cause you any pain. And 2 and 1 and 2 and okay. Essentially, we're playing the two rock strums per chord right now, which you can do if you want. Because this song is a rock ballad, which means that essentially the phrases are very long, then what we're doing is we're going to learn something called the extended rock strum. And it's just a more rhythmic version of the rock strum that makes the rhythm pattern a little more interesting over the longer phrase, right? A ballad just means essentially a slower, more emotional song. And because each phrase takes longer, instead of it being such a repeated pattern, we're going to change up that rhythm a little bit. But let me know how that's going. Fran is saying, impressed that you're able to teach us even though you're moving. I'm squeezing this in before I move so that when I get there, I don't have to worry about setting everything up. Because we, won't even have a couch and stuff. So need to focus on that stuff when we get there. Regina, welcome. Jenny, welcome. Okay. So, let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna let's take the regular rock strum all the way through the verse for now, okay? So just so that we can apply it to this last part, okay? And then I'll introduce the extended rock strum. So just for a little bit more practice. So you're gonna play 2 of those rock strums, the shorter, the 1 and 2 and the down, 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 up rock strum per chord, and then we're going to play the extended rock strum. Okay? I haven't introduced the extended rock strum yet, so we'll teach that in a second. But let's just see if we can get used to this feel, right? Ready? 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, C. 1 and 2 and I never meant to cause you, A minor, any sorrow, and 2 and 1 and 2, G. 1 and 2 and I never meant to cause you any pain, and 2 and 1 and 2. I only wanted one time to see you laughing. Now G, I only want to see you laughing in the purple rain. And then on that C with the slash, we're just going to play one hit. So you're going to hit, right? Strum hard and then mute so that you get that nice cut off sound. Purple rain. Okay. So you can see that when you apply that rock strum at the end on that last line of the verse, because you're driving the downbeat a little bit more, then it becomes a little more intense. Only want to see you laughing in the purple rain. And in that case, you can actually just play all down strums and it has the same feel. The up strum is really to help you keep track of the measure, half measure. Yep. Okay, now let's take a look at the extended rock strum on the top of the page here. All right, so you can see that all of a sudden things become a little different. Down, 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 up, up, down, up, down, up. All right, it looks crazy, but I like to make people speak it out, and then if you consider it in time, the counts are on the top there, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4 on top are the counts. So the regular rock strum that we were just playing, right, is 1 and 2 and then if you do it twice, you get 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and okay? So to make it more interesting, when you have essentially one chord holding for the entire measure, then what you can do is this extended rock strum, we can mute our strings, and we're going to go down, 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 up, right? We're just following the pattern that I've written out there. Up, down, up, down, up. It seems confusing, but just get used to that first, right? So I find that if you can walk yourself through the motion, then we will apply the counts to it so that you can learn the rhythm that goes with the motion. Hi, Sandra from Alaska. Here we go. We'll go extended rock strum, just walk through the motion with me. Down, 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 up, down, up, down, up. I'm kind of doing it in time. I'm going to do it officially in time, but slower. Okay, so it goes like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and down, 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 up, down, up, down, and down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay? Now, before anybody freaks out, we're going to build this strum, yeah? Because there's a lot of parts of it. You can see that each count, we're doing something different. And, those who are more experienced in terms of playing the rock strum can probably tell you that in the beginning it seems confusing, but then once you get used to it, you kind of like fall into it really easily. It feels like a pattern that's makes sense when you hear rock songs. You're like, oh yeah, it sounds like a rock rhythm. Yep. Okay, so let's build it count by count, right? So first count is just a down. That's easy. Now let's add just the second count. So we go down, 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 up. Again, we go down, 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 up. And you can see there's a big U. This is me showing you the big U. Okay, down, 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 up. Now you're emphasizing the up because that builds some anticipation for the change in the second half of the strum. Okay, let's just run through those first two counts. Everybody know what I'm talking about with the first two counts, right? So we go, first count is down, second count is down, down, up. And we're just going to do those two counts. Ready? 1, 2, 1 and 2 and down, 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 up. Again, and down, 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 up. Again, and 1 and 2, 2, 3, down, 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 up. Ready? Down, 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 up. One more time. Down, 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 up. Yeah. Mark is saying when I play with guitar players, this extended rock strum works really well. Yeah. Much better than the usual ukulele strum. That tends to freak them out. Yeah. The usual ukulele strum, like the island strum, is actually more kind of Latin or bossa or islandy, and that's a lot different than rock, even though it's all just downs and downs and ups. Yeah, downs and up strums. Okay, so now let's add the third count. So first count is down, 1, right? Then the second count is down, down, up. And then the third count is you skip the down, right? Just like in the island strum, you drop the down and you go up, down. Okay? So all together, slowly we go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and down, down, up, down. Again, and down, 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 up, down. I'm trying to emphasize the big U. Ready? Down, 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 up, down. Down, 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 up, down. And just like the island strum, if you go up and then you don't drop your hand again, then it's going to be hard to get back to that up. Yep, so let's try that a little bit more. Down, 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 up, down. Down, 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 up, down. Okay, let me know how that's going. Let's add the fourth count. Okay, so first count, down. Second count, down, down, up. Third count, up, down. And then the final count, fourth count, is down, up, down, up. That one's the easiest. Down, up, down, up. That's just naturally what we do all the time. Our hand is going down, up, down, up. Now you're just touching the strings the whole time. Okay, so let's put that all together. Nice and slow. 3 and 4 and down. Down, down, up, down. Down, up, down, up, down. Down, down, up, down. Down, up, down, down. Down, down, up, down. Down, up, down, up, down. Down, down, up, down. Down, up, down, up. Okay, so if you're not getting it yet, then I encourage you to build it in this way that I've just shown you, right? You start with the first count. Everybody can get that. Down, you know? If anything, you're like, okay, I never meant to cause you any sorrow. You can do that. That's our single strum. Then start adding your second count. Yeah, down, 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 up, right? Down, 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 up. Then add your third count. Down, 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 up, down. That's probably the trickiest one. Down, 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 up, down. And then finally you add that last count. Down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down. Okay, so take your time with it. It's not something that you need to get overnight. The rhythm takes time to build. Yeah. Okay, so let's just try the rock strum on C. Actually, let's try it on muted strings for now. So go ahead and left hand mute. Ready? 2, 3, 4. Down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up. Slow it down. Sorry, that's too fast. 3 and 4 and down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up. Say it to yourself if you need to. Yep, I find that sometimes when people are struggling, when they start speaking it, and then you might have to speak it a lot slower, it becomes a lot clearer. Down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up. All good. See you later, Chipper. Okay? Now let's try it on our C. Just C. Ready? 2 and 3 and 4 and down. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. Down, down, up, down, down, down. Let's try it on our intro, walking from C through A minor, through G, then to F. Ready? Here we go. 3 and 4 and C. A minor, down, 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 up, down, down, G, down, 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 up, down, F, down, okay? Let's try that one more time. Just on the intro. Actually, let's try it on the intro, and we'll move into the verse. Okay? Here we go. Ready? 2, 3, and 4, and C. Down, down, up, down. A minor. Down, 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 up, down, down, up, G. Down, 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 up, down, down, up, F. Down, down, up. Okay, let's sing it here. with the brackets, we move to the regular rock strum. All right? I only wanna see you laughing in the purple rain. Okay? It just takes a little getting used to move back and forth between the different strums. We can do a little exercise on that right now. Okay? So mute your strings. Extended rock strum will alternate between extended rock strum and our regular rock strum. Okay, ready? Extended rock strum, 2, 3, and 4, and down, 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 up, down, down, up. One more time. Down, 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 up, down. Now regular rock strum. Down, 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 up, down, and down, down, up, down, and down, down, up, down, and down, down, up. It can throw you, right? But it's a different counting system and a different feel. Yeah, but you want to keep the time even in between them. Okay, let's try that again. Extended rock strum. 3. We'll go a little slower. 3 and 4 and down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. Now regular rock strum. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and down, down. Extend it again. Down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. Rock strum. Down, 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 down. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Okay, if that's confusing to you, slow down and practice. Or when you get to that last line of the verse, just go to down strums. Just go to down strums. I only wanna see you laughing in the purple rain. It's very rock. You can do that too. Hi, Cara. Yeah, the extended rock strum's a lot of fun. Great. So let's take it to the chorus. All right? Cool. Jenny's asking, are you strumming with all of your fingers or just the index? I'm strumming with all my fingers. I generally do strum with all my fingers, just for more sound. And also, I like to do a little fan type of strum. If you're more of a beginner, it's going to take you a little while to get used to that, but you can try it. Just make sure you have a strong strum with one finger, and then you can kind of apply the other finger and see if you can get both to strum clearly. Yeah, Mark says switching back and forth is really good practice. Yeah, it's like about your internal time and the internal rhythm that you're keeping. Yeah. Okay, let's apply it to the chorus. So the first line, Purple Rain, all those purple rains, those are all extended rock strum. Okay, so we end in the purple rain. Now chorus, purple rain, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up, down. Purple rain, C. Down, down, up, down, A minor. Purple rain, down, 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 up, down, 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 up. Now last line. I only wanna see you bathing in the purple rain. Yeah, can you guys feel that time change? And especially, I would say on that last G, on the purple rain, you're just hanging out a long time. What it is dramatic, you know. It makes like there's a movement happening there, and in music, a lot of what we work on in terms of songwriting and arrangement is like any other writing. It's about building tension, you know. It's like making it clear to the listener that like something exciting is about to happen, which is the resolution of this chorus, right? Okay, so let's try I actually think we could kind of play through the entire thing. Let me see if there's anything else to go over. I don't think there's anything else to go over. So let's play through the entire thing so that we can practice. And if at any time you get lost, you can go back to single strums. You can go back to just doing the first couple of counts, meaning the down, 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 up, or just go to down strums. Yep. Christina's asking, is the original in B flat? My other chord chart is in B flat. The original is actually in B, which is even harder because then B has a lot of E's. But that's because guitars are essentially tuned for E. That's why. Okay. This is way easier. I actually think this sounds fine. Oh, I forgot to give you those other chords. Let's do that. Before we play through the entire thing, we can add our fancy chords. Okay, so if you go back to the top, now you can see that on the right side here, optional chord variations, there's an optional A minor and an optional F. And there's a commonality between both of these variations. So if anyone can see it, tell me what it is. But in both cases, you are adding a note, right, to the original. A minor here, and then F to this one. So can anyone tell me what you're doing there? What note are you adding? And then if you don't know, go ahead and just try the shape. Try the shape for the fancy A minor and for the fancy F. Very good. Donna said C. Christina said we're adding C. That's right. And this happens to be the song happens to be in the key of C. I never meant to cause you any sorrow. I never meant to cause you any pain. So it's a note that's in the melody a lot. And so that's why I'm adding it as an optional chord variation. Because you can play it like this. C. But when you add that extra C note on top in the optional chord variations, it changes the melody that you hear when you play the chords. Yep. So let's try playing through the intro with the fancy chords. Yeah. And if you don't like them, you don't have to play them. Okay? So let's try. Actually, let's just single strum through. So if we do C. And then if we go to our fancy A minor, then I would add my index finger up here. Leave my ring finger here and add my index finger. Right. And then we go to the G, regular G. And then you go to regular F, but then add your pinky or your ring finger, but pinky's a little bit easier for the fancy F. Yeah? And Christina is saying, I remember fancy A minor from True Colors. That's right. Yep. So sometimes just adding one extra note to a chord, it doesn't change the chord in terms of the naming of the chord. It changes what you hear because then the leading tone is different. So then Jenny said C for voice leading, and that's what voice leading is. Yep. It's like when we hear the highest tone, we've changed which note is on top. It affects the way that we hear the melody. Yep. Okay, so let's just single strum through our intro with the fancy chord C, A minor, add the index to the G, and then we go to our F and add your pinky. Okay, now let's try the intro with our extended rock strum. We'll just turn it around a few times and get used to those fancy chords. 2, 3, C. Down, 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 up, down, down, A minor. G. F with the pinky. Good. Let's do all that one more time. You could stay on the pinky here if you like. No rules. you who are playing high G, it should be similar. Yeah. But yeah, actually, yeah. If you're playing high G, it should be similar. I'm playing low G. It'll be the same on a high G. Okay, so let's try that now through the entire song. You can choose optional chords. You can vary between the extended rock strum and then the regular rock strum. As I mentioned before, the way Prince sings a song is very expressive, so it's not really to any time. So you might want to just follow what I'm doing, and I might not be accurate to what Prince is doing either, but it's just about feeling it. And then when we get to the end, the outro, it's just like the intro, except that he's singing really hard. That I'll try not to blow up the microphone. And we'll just strum through that as the outro and then end on C. Okay, great. Here we go. From the top, 2, 3, intro. A minor, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, G. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down. One more time through the intro for good measure. To be your weekend lover. Back to the verse. I only wanted to be some kind of friend. Baby, I can never steal you from another. It's such a shame. Purple rain, purple rain. Chipper says he's back. Nice. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. I only wanna see you underneath the purple rain. Honey, I know times are changing. It's all just practice. It's time we all reach out for something new. That means you too. You say you wanna leave, but you can't seem to make up your mind. I think you better close it. Purple rain, purple Brigitte says it's one of her all-time favorite songs. Yeah. Right. Need to practice the extended rock strum, but it's pretty easy otherwise. That's hopefully the what you can take away from this is that if you wanted to, you could play this as down strums and play it more simply, and then you can use it as an exercise to learn the extended rock strum because it works so well in rock ballads. We also learn the rock strum in Hey Jude, and we've learned it in a variety of songs. I'm trying to remember which ones now. Cool. Well, let me know if you have any more questions. We have 10 minutes left. We could go to our ukulele songbook and play something else, or we can jam on this a little bit more. I think it would be fun to play some other songs. So let me see. Let me know what you think. Let me look up my songbook here. If anyone has suggestions for what to jam on, maybe we can apply this extended rock strum to something in our ukulele songbook. Let's try. Yeah. Susan's asking what you're doing during the no chord part, moving from verse into the chorus. Oh, good. Yes, I am just keeping count with a not really a chuck, but more just a muted strum, you know? So, I'm doing, so, I only wanna see you laughing in the purple. And then we do rain is on the 1. Rain, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let me see. Let's see what else I could do the extended rock strum on. Maybe we just play this again and we'll just keep rocking the rock strum. Yeah, because you really need a rock ballad in order to use that extended rock strum. But we can try that with the timing, yeah? I only wanna see you laughing in the purple rain. 2, 3, purple rain. I could write that into the chart. And then, yeah, maybe just try that. Try that with me. Alright, we can do that. I only wanna see you laughing in the purple rain. 2, rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Okay. Ooh, John said 4 non-blondes. What's up? That's good. And I say, hey. Good call. We'll definitely do that for a future beginner lesson. That way it gives us a chance to practice the extended rock strum again. Yeah. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I would like to play something else. Friday I'm in Love seems to be the go-to. So let's do that. Let's play Friday I'm in Love because I'm feeling that myself. Let's see. Where is that in my songbook? But I need to make a note of that for myself. For what's up? 25 years and my life is still. For those of you who have the beginner songbook, we can play Friday I'm in Love. It's a little fast if you're a beginner, so you can do single strums. But for everybody else, we're just going to do the island strum. yeah, practice it a little bit. Go to your songbook. Friday, I'm in love. And, you know, if you've had enough ukulele, totally fine. If you want to just chill, you could just sing along. Hi, Lisa. Glad you made it. All right. Thank you. I'll see you all from Hawaii next. All right. If you have your Friday I'm in Love open, let's play it to just wrap up our session here. Okay. Let's play the first two lines as a warm-up. Okay, ready? We go G, 2, 3, 4, G, C, G, D, E minor, C, G, D. That's too fast. Okay, let's single strum. Yeah. Through the first verse so that people can get used to the chords. G, I don't care if Monday's blue, Tuesday's gray, and Wednesday too. Move that ring finger for E minor. Thursday, I don't care about you. It's Friday, I'm in love. Let's keep going. Monday, you can't fall apart. Tuesday, Wednesday, break my heart. Oh, Thursday, doesn't even start. It's Friday, I'm in love. Chorus. Saturday, wait. Sunday always comes too late. Friday, never hesitate. Okay, we can take it now with the island strum. Let's do it. Hi, Clarissa. Good to see you. See you next time. Yeah, hui ho. Thank you. Okay, let's drum it. Friday, I'm in love to wrap it up. Because for our Australian friends, it's already Friday. Yeah, here we go. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. G, C, G, E minor, C, G, D. Sing it if you know it. I don't care if Monday's blue, Tuesday's gray, and Wednesday too. Thursday, I don't care about you. It's Friday, I'm in love. Monday, you can fall apart. Tuesday, Wednesday, break my heart. Oh, Thursday, doesn't even start. It's Friday, I'm in love. Saturday, wait. Sunday always comes too late. Friday, never hesitate. Verse 2. I don't care if Monday's black. Tuesday, Wednesday, heart attack. Oh, Thursday, never looking back. It's Friday, I'm in love. Monday, you can hold your head. Tuesday, Wednesday, stay in bed. Oh, Thursday, watch the walls instead. It's Friday, I'm in love. Chorus. Saturday, wait. Sunday always comes too late. But Friday, never hesitate. Page scroll. Bridge. 2, 3, 4. Dressed up to the eyes. It's a wonderful surprise to see your shoes and your spirits rise. Throwing at your frown just to smile at the sound. As sleek as a chic, spinning round and round. Always take a big bite. It's such a gorgeous sight to see you eat in the middle of the night. You can never get enough of this stuff. It's Friday, I'm in love. I don't care if Monday's blue, Tuesday's gray, and Wednesday too. Oh, Thursday, I don't care about you. It's Friday, I'm in love. Monday, you can fall apart. Tuesday, Wednesday, break my heart. Oh, Thursday, doesn't even start. It's Friday, I'm in love. Wow, I don't know how the checking on the bridge happened. It just happened. That's what happens sometimes. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you for all your well wishes. Yes, Carol, definitely have fun at the Mighty Uke Day Festival and send my love to the group. Have lots of papaya for me. Okay, will do. I promise to. That is one of my favorites for sure. Um, so I appreciate all of you tuning in. You can always watch this again to practice your rock strum. We will put What's Up, the Four Non Blonde song, on the future beginner jam. And I'd like to work on a beginner jam songbook so that we can have a different songbook to play when we get together and do these lessons. Yeah. So if you have suggestions for beginner songs, I'm definitely open to them as well. Thank you so much. I will certainly share some of the new scenery from my new home, so you can check out my social media, and I'll share it on Patreon as well. Mark is asking where in Hawaii. I'll be in Honolulu, in the capital. Yeah. Hi Mimi, seeing you for the first time. Yeah. Oh, Ellen, first lesson. Oh, great. Glad you could tune in and enjoy it. Get those fur babies there safely. I know. Thank you so much. Oh, hi, Polly. Hey, thank you so much. And everyone have a wonderful evening. Thank you for your support. Enjoy your strumming and this lesson. And I will see you from the islands. Aloha. Monday, you can hold your head. Aloha, everyone.